Greetings, I'm Scrab, and this is the fourth part of the Tokyo Marui MP7 AEP HPA KIT installation guide. In this part, I will finish the classical HPA build with assembling the HPA kit, the electronics, and the air system. Let's start with the kit. Unscrew the plug board holding screws and mount the Polarstar universal plug board on the HPA kit. Screw in the holding screws. And plug in the full auto contact to the cons 3 socket, adjust its cable, slide in the HPA engine with the hop-up assembly to the kit, plug in the solenoid valves connector to the con 2 socket. Let's move to the electronics assembly, starting with the fire control unit. After you program the FCU, place the provided spacer to the cut around the programming switch. In this case, I will leave the factory settings. Fix its position with a duct tape. This little hack prevents to accidentally switching to the programming mode, in which the replica stops cycling. With this little cable tie, attach the FCU's power cable to its body. This will elongate the lifespan of the cable contacts. Cut off the rest. Connect the wire harness to the FCU, in this case my advanced one, with the trigger contacts. From the front, guide through the replica's body the wire harness with the FCU. Align them to give as much length as possible. Partially slide in the HPA setup to the replica. With some tweezers, plug in the wire harness and the trigger contacts to the plug board. The trigger contact goes to the con 4 socket. Hold the dust cover plate in back, slide in the HPA kit assembly, and simultaneously guide forward the wire harness as well. Plug in the trigger contacts. Arrange the cables. Try out if the dust cover plate moves freely. Slide in the magazine to hold the HPA assembly in right position. Connect the power supply to try out if the electronics is working. Safe, semi, full auto. Disconnect the power supply and let's move to the air assembly. Thread the 90-degree Banjo fitting onto the reinforced macrolines input fitting. Tighten it. As you can see, the 90-degree Banjo fitting screw head is a bit wider than the serial plate hole, so it won't fit in. You have several options, like narrowing the sides of the fitting screw head, widening the serial plate's hole, or the easiest one, crack in half this end portion of the replica. This move will do not much damage to the structural integrity of the replica. Anyway, this part is held together by the body pins. Now you can pass through the fitting. Remove the rubber connector cap from the solenoid valve. Screw in the 90-degree Banjo fitting to the HPA engine with a flathead screwdriver. Replace the rubber connector cap to the solenoid valve. Slide in the stock assembly and after that the body pins. Screw in the body pin screws. Partially slide in the charging handle. Screw in its screw that connects it with the dust cover plate. Check out if they move together freely, leave them in forward state, and replace the dust cover spring. Also, try out its function. Replace the upper rail. The longer screw goes to the front. Screw it in with a 2.5 mm hex key. Do the same with the two remaining screws. This one is a dummy screw. reconnect the power supply, arrange the cables, and slide it in to the replica. Replace the front cap with the muzzle device. Mount the new lightweight iron sights. As you can see, the front nicely aligns with the replica. Mount the raised MRO style red dot sight. Do not forget to leave access for this hole. Through that is adjustable the hop-up unit with a 2mm hex key. Hopefully, you can see that the iron sights are usable even with the mounted red dot sight. For the final test, try it out with the connected air supply. Safe, semi, full auto. Semi, safe. Seemingly it's working how it used to be. With that, the classical HPA version of the Tokyo Marui MP7 AEP build is complete. In the future, I will show you some more exotic builds as well. If you have any questions, contact me at ScrabArmory@gmail.com. Thanks for tuning in. Take care of yourself. Bye.